Do you ever wonder, I eat 3 meals a day, including milk and eggs, so why do I still feel weaker, have more difficulty moving around, and get noticeably tired climbing stairs? You're not imagining it. After age 60, the body actually loses 1 to 1.5% of muscle mass each year, and if not managed correctly, 3% of strength will disappear every 12 months, even if you eat regularly. That's not because you're lazy. It's because the body after 60 needs a completely different way of eating. If you still eat a light breakfast, a slice of bread, a bowl of porridge, a glass of diluted milk, then I'm sorry, your muscles can't recover. Because the body needs to be activated at the right time, with the right amount, and with the right type of protein for muscle regeneration to begin. And this is what most people over 60 are doing wrong. But the good news is, by simply changing your breakfast menu with this golden formula, you don't need a gym, you don't need to force yourself to eat too much, and you don't need complicated calorie tracking. After a few weeks, you'll feel a significant difference. Your legs will be steadier when standing up. You won't need to hold the handrail when climbing stairs. And the feeling of strength, light steps, will return, just like a few years ago. Get ready, because in the next section, you won't just learn the biology behind it. You'll also have a professional standard menu in your hands. Just 5 to 10 minutes each morning is enough to keep your legs steady, your knees strong, and your body independent for a long time. There's a common misconception that causes millions of older Americans to eat clean, light breakfasts, but still lose muscle every day. That's the idea. Breakfast just needs to fill your stomach. No need for heavy food. The easier to digest, the better. In reality, this is when the body is most nutrient-starved after a long night, and it's also the golden window to reactivate the muscle regeneration process. However, to do that, you can't just eat anything. After age 60, a strange thing starts to happen in the body. Even if you eat enough, eat well, and drink milk every day, your muscles still quietly retreat day by day. What's the reason? The answer lies in a biological mechanism few people pay attention to: anabolic resistance in skeletal muscle, a phenomenon that prevents the muscle regeneration process from starting without enough high-quality protein, especially in the morning. A light breakfast with white bread, thin porridge, low-fat milk, seemingly good, but it doesn't provide enough threshold to turn on the muscle-building switch. And in older adults, this threshold is much higher than in younger people. Younger people only need 15 to 20 grams of protein. Muscles respond well. Older adults need at least 30 grams of protein plus 2.5 g of leucine to activate MPS, muscle protein synthesis. If this threshold isn't met, the body only digests protein for energy. It doesn't rebuild muscle tissue. Leucine is a special amino acid, like a start button for the muscle protein synthesis switch. Without leucine, even if you eat 25 grams of protein from bread, your body still won't turn on MPS. According to research from the Journal of Nutrition, Health and Aging, 2020, people over 60 need at least 2.5 g of leucine per meal to activate MPS, and the most effective time is breakfast. Rich sources of leucine include whey protein, very rich in leucine, eggs, Greek yogurt, pumpkin seeds, soybeans, low-fat cheese. But not everyone knows how to combine them correctly to reach this threshold, which is why the next section will introduce 3 easy-to-apply breakfast recipes suitable for every schedule and taste. Before we get there, you might ask yourself, does my breakfast today have enough 30 grams of protein and 2.5 g of leucine? If you're not sure, stay tuned, because next you'll be shared 3 sample menu versions: quick, flexible, easy to digest, and especially suitable for older adults. Do you ever think 30 g of protein for breakfast? Sounds good, but who has time to cook every morning? Or, early in the morning, my stomach isn't ready. How can I eat eggs, meat, and milk? In reality, there are many ways to do this, and you don't need to be a professional chef or spend an hour every morning preparing. The secret lies in choosing the right protein sources, combining them appropriately and adjusting them to each person's daily rhythm. That's why the 3 menus below are designed as a flexible toolkit, suitable for every lifestyle, from busy people with little morning appetite to those who enjoy light cooking. See which group you belong to and choose the most suitable recipe. First, if you are the type who only likes to eat quickly with no cooking in the morning, many people over 60 say they don't feel hungry in the morning or aren't used to eating much after waking up. Others just want something quick and easy to avoid touching the stove. For this group, the ideal choice is a menu that can be prepared in just 3 to 5 minutes, requires no cooking, still provides enough protein, and doesn't cause bloating. A simple suggestion for adding protein is to combine a glass of whey protein mixed with warm water or unsweetened almond milk, providing about 25 grams of high-quality protein. You can accompany it with a container of unsweetened Greek yogurt, adding another 10 to 12 grams of protein and beneficial bacteria to aid digestion. Finally, add a ripe banana to provide quick energy and potassium, helping muscles recover more effectively. In total, you'll have about 35 grams of protein, easy to digest, low in saturated fat, and not putting pressure on your stomach. Whey protein is absorbed quickly, making it ideal for the morning when the body is nutrient-starved. Greek yogurt also provides additional leucine, an important amino acid to kickstart muscle building. If you're thinking, I'm not used to drinking protein powder, try using unflavored whey isolate, diluted with warm water, or mixed with yogurt to make a smoothie-like drink. Some people share that after just 3 to 4 days of getting used to it, they feel more alert in the morning, less tired, and have fewer calf cramps after waking up. Second, if you are the type who prefers a hot breakfast, not everyone wants to replace traditional meals with protein shakes. Some older adults still prefer proper breakfast dishes with eggs, bread, milk, but don't want it to be too complicated. For this group, a 10-minute breakfast is enough to be both delicious and nutritionally complete. A protein-rich and balanced meal can start with 2 boiled or soft-boiled eggs, providing about 12 grams of high-quality protein. Accompany it with a slice of whole grain bread to provide fiber, helping with slow digestion and maintaining stable blood sugar. Finally, add a slice of low-fat cheese or a glass of almond milk mixed with plant-based protein powder, which helps raise the total protein intake to about 30 grams, enough to activate muscle building without feeling too full. If you have a history of high cholesterol or diabetes, this is also a very suitable option. Protein from eggs is easy to digest, whole grain bread helps limit blood sugar spikes after eating, and plant-based protein powder provides additional leucine without raising cholesterol. Additionally, if you want more flexibility, you can replace eggs with pan-fried tofu, or use yogurt instead of milk, as long as the total protein in the meal still reaches 30 grams and includes a rich source of leucine. Third, if you're the type who wants to prepare ahead and not have to think every morning, for those who love convenience, preparing meals in advance on the weekend is a smart choice. Just set aside one session to prepare for 3 to 4 days, then each morning simply reheat or thaw. This method not only saves time but also helps you maintain the habit of eating enough protein every morning. A simple suggestion for you: make 6 egg muffins in advance. Eggs beaten with vegetables like mushrooms, bell peppers, onions, broccoli, then poured into muffin tins and baked at 350 to 180 degrees for 20 minutes. Each morning, just have 2 egg muffins accompanied by 1 container of unsweetened Greek yogurt or 1 cup of oatmeal mixed with protein powder. The total protein per breakfast will be around 30 to 32 oz, depending on the ingredients you use, enough to nourish your muscles effectively without too much daily effort. Egg muffins are not only rich in protein from eggs, but also provide fiber, vitamin K, folate, and many minerals from vegetables. Combining them with oatmeal or yogurt helps increase fiber intake, improves digestion, and maintains stable blood sugar, especially useful for people with a history of type 2 diabetes. A small tip: you can change the flavor of each batch of muffins by changing the vegetables. For example, using sun-dried tomatoes, spinach, or low-fat cheese to avoid boredom. And to make eating enough protein for breakfast more suitable for individual health conditions, a few small adjustments can help you maintain effectiveness while still feeling comfortable every day. For example, if you frequently experience bloating or have a sensitive stomach, avoid oily, fried foods. Instead, opt for boiled eggs, unsweetened yogurt, or diluted plant-based protein. Drinking a glass of warm water before breakfast is also a gentle way to wake up your digestive system. If you have high cholesterol, you don't necessarily have to completely eliminate egg yolks. One whole egg and one egg white still provide enough protein with less saturated fat. Additionally, you can choose almond milk, oat milk, or other unsweetened plant-based milks instead of full-fat cow's milk. For people managing diabetes, avoiding sugary fruit juices or white bread in the morning is very important. Instead, prioritize whole grain bread, low sugar fruits like strawberries, blueberries, or unsweetened oatmeal to help maintain more stable blood sugar levels after meals. These small adjustments will make your breakfast both nutritious and safe for your personal health, and especially help you maintain the habit of eating enough protein, a crucial foundation for preserving muscle strength over time. Ask yourself every morning, have I had enough protein? Just this small question every day will gradually change your breakfast habits, from eating just to eat, to eating to preserve muscle. After a few weeks, you will clearly feel climbing stairs is less tiring, no longer needing to strain your body when getting up from a chair, and especially your legs are steadier and your balance is better every time you walk outside, and that's just the beginning. In the next section, we will address the most common concerns when older adults start switching to a high-protein diet, from worries about kidney damage to bloating to even those who fear meat in the morning. What challenges are you facing? Keep following along to resolve them together. Changing eating habits, especially after many years of maintaining a familiar breakfast routine, is never easy. Older adults, more than anyone, need reassurance, clarity, and no pressure. And in reality, when starting to adopt a 30 g protein breakfast menu, a solution proven to be extremely effective in preventing muscle loss, almost everyone will have some concerns. Below are the most common questions, along with clear explanations based on recommendations from reputable organizations such as Harvard Health, the National Institute on Aging, and the National Kidney Foundation. This is probably the most common question, and also the concern that makes many people change their minds. What's the reality? If you do not have moderate to severe chronic kidney disease, then a high-protein diet does not harm your kidneys. According to the National Kidney Foundation, healthy older adults should consume 1.2 1.5 g of protein kg of body weight day to protect muscle mass and support recovery. This means that for a person weighing 132 kilograms, 60 kilojoules, the recommended protein intake is about 72 to 90 gallons per day, certainly not a scary number. In fact, research from Harvard Medical School even shows that people who eat enough protein from both plant and animal sources maintain stable kidney function better than those who eat too little protein, who are prone to weakness and rapid lean mass loss. The only thing to do is, if you have a kidney condition, consult your doctor before changing your protein intake. This is a very common concern, especially among older adults. But the important thing to understand is, eating enough protein for breakfast doesn't mean you have to eat a lot or eat until you're completely full and feel heavy. The key lies in choosing the right type of food, light but still protein-rich, easy to absorb without causing discomfort. First, prioritize easily digestible proteins. Some very suitable options for breakfast include boiled eggs or soft-boiled eggs, unsweetened Greek yogurt, whey protein isolate mixed with warm water or unsweetened almond milk, soft tofu, or diluted soy powder. These foods are not only rich in protein but also absorbed quickly by the body, producing less gas in the intestines, thus helping you feel lightly full, with enough energy without bloating. Next, avoid oily or hard-to-digest foods in the morning, such as fried dishes, processed meats like sausage, bacon, greasy cheeses. These are all foods that can make your digestive system work harder, especially in the morning when your stomach is still warming up. A small but very useful habit is Drink 1 glass of warm water about 10 to 15 minutes before your meal. This helps soften the stomach lining, aids gentle contractions, and thus helps absorb nutrients better without causing a feeling of fullness or discomfort. Finally, but no less important, is how you eat. Whatever you eat, remember 3 small but powerful principles. Eat slowly, chew thoroughly, sit up straight when eating. These 3 seemingly simple things can make a big difference, helping you eat a full protein breakfast and still feel light and comfortable throughout the morning. Question number 3. I can't eat meat in the morning. Are there other options? Absolutely. And importantly, you don't have to force yourself to eat things you don't like. Meat is just one of many protein sources, not the only option. In fact, many people who aren't used to eating meat in the morning can still get the necessary 30 g of protein from lighter, easily digestible and flavorful foods. Here are a few friendly, easy-to-combine suggestions. Whey protein isolate. This is a pure protein powder, with each scoop providing about 25 g of protein. It's very easy to mix with warm water, unsweetened almond milk, or stir into cold oatmeal. Notably, isolate types are almost lactose-free, making them very suitable for those with dairy intolerance. Unsweetened Greek yogurt. A 6-ounce, 170 gauge container can provide 12 to 15 grams of protein. When combined with 2 tablespoons of pumpkin seeds, about 6 g protein, or a little mashed chickpeas, this dish is easy to eat, aids digestion, and is rich in plant-based protein. Plant-based protein powder, made from legumes like soy, green peas, or fermented chickpeas. These not only provide a significant amount of protein, 15 to 20 grams per serving, but are also easy to digest and widely available at supermarkets like Whole Foods, Trader Joe's, Sprouts, or on Amazon. Eggs, a very familiar and easy to prepare option. Whether boiled, steamed, or fried, 2 eggs provide about 12 grams of protein and also contain all essential amino acids, especially leucine, which supports muscle maintenance and building. By simply choosing and combining a few of the foods above, you can create a breakfast that's light on the stomach, easy to eat, and still ensures effective muscle recovery and protection, all without needing meat. A good morning doesn't have to be complicated. It just needs enough protein, be well suited to your body, and enjoyable. Question number 4. I often don't feel hungry in the morning, so do I really need to eat? This is a very common concern, especially among older adults. Many people have a habit of skipping breakfast, sometimes because they wake up late, take medication early in the day, or simply don't feel hungry so they don't eat. But the important thing to understand is, not feeling hungry doesn't mean your body doesn't need nutrients. After a long night without food, the body enters a state called micronutrient hunger. Even if your stomach isn't growling, internally, insulin levels are low and cortisol, a stress hormone, is high. This is the ideal time to take in protein because the body is very sensitive to nutrients, especially amino acids, which help turn on the switch for muscle building and recovery. If you regularly skip breakfast, your body will miss this golden window. When that happens, protein synthesis slows down, and over time, muscle mass gradually declines, increasing the risk of weakness, falls, and loss of independent mobility. So how can you start gently without forcing it? Start with a small amount. For example, 1/2 a glass of diluted protein shake, or a small container of Greek yogurt with a few almonds. These options are light on the stomach, easy to absorb, don't make you feel too full, and still activate your metabolism. Break your breakfast into 2 parts. You can have a light portion right after waking up and then eat the rest about 1 to 2 hours later. As long as the total protein intake within 2 hours of waking up reaches about 25-30 g, your body will still receive the full benefits. The key here is to maintain flexibility without missing the golden window for muscle health. Whether you eat a little or a lot, the important thing is to maintain a steady flow of protein each morning to protect your suppleness and independence throughout the day. Question number 5. If I've already had enough protein in the morning, do I need any additional supplements? A protein-rich breakfast, around 30 grams, is an excellent foundation for preserving muscle mass, especially after age 60. However, for your body to not only have enough raw materials, but also to absorb and effectively use that protein, a few additional supporting factors are needed. First are vitamin D and calcium. This is the supporting duo for your bones, keeping your skeletal frame strong, helping muscles attach firmly and function stably. If these two nutrients are lacking, no matter how well muscles are nourished, it will be difficult to maintain long-term strength. You can supplement through milk fortified with vitamin D and calcium, or simply spend 10 to 15 minutes exposing yourself to early morning sunlight each day, a small but very valuable habit. Second are magnesium and potassium. These two minerals play a role in regulating muscle activity, helping muscles contract and relax smoothly, preventing cramps or rapid fatigue. They are abundant in common foods like ripe bananas, avocados, oatmeal, spinach. Just by cleverly incorporating them into your breakfast, for example, a banana eaten with yogurt or a spoonful of mashed avocado spread on whole grain toast, you've already helped your body function more smoothly throughout the day. Finally, soluble fiber. While not directly nourishing muscles, it supports healthy gut function. When the digestive system works well, the body will absorb protein and nutrients more completely. Oatmeal, soft-cooked vegetables, and nuts are all easy sources of fiber to add to breakfast without causing stomach discomfort. In summary, an ideal breakfast for older adults doesn't just stop at protein, it should also include a bit of early morning sun, a banana, a few spoonfuls of oatmeal, or a portion of soft green vegetables. All are silent helpers that allow protein to fully exert its effects. When these nutrients combine harmoniously, the body will not only have enough protein but also be healthy, flexible, and sustainable throughout the years. So the most common concerns have been addressed, from fear of kidney damage and bloating to not being able to eat meat in the morning. Your menu is no longer something to stress about, but a simple, flexible, and easy-to-use key. But to maintain long-term results so that each morning is not just about eating enough, but about eating correctly, consistently, and strategically, you need a simple roadmap. Right here are 3 golden rules to help you check your breakfast every day, just like checking your keys before leaving the house. If your breakfast satisfies all 3, rest assured that you are rebuilding your muscles day by day, one steady step at a time. First, ask yourself, have I eaten enough protein? No need to weigh and measure, just make sure you're not stopping at half a container of yogurt or 1 egg. If you look at your plate and think, oh, it seems like there's only a little protein, then it's almost certain you haven't reached 30 g of protein. Don't let your stomach be full while your muscles are still hungry. If you eat fewer meals throughout the day, then breakfast needs to be even stronger, because it's when your body is most sensitive to nutrients after a long sleep. And especially for older adults, eating small amounts sporadically throughout the day is not as effective as eating enough protein at each main meal. Second, ask, have I eaten the right type of protein? There's a lot of protein out there, but not all types help turn on the muscle-building switch. You can eat a whole plate of pancakes made from white flour and eggs, but if the egg portion is only a minor ingredient, the amount of leucine to activate muscle building in that meal is almost negligible. So pay attention. Are there eggs? Is there Greek yogurt? Is there whey or soy protein? If you have at least one of these, you're on the right track. A simple way to check is with your eyes. Protein should make up at least 1/3 of your meal, not as a garnish, but as a main component. Finally, check. Have I eaten at the right time? Don't wait until 10-11 a.m. to eat. About 60 minutes after waking up is when your body needs protein the most. Why? After a long sleep, insulin levels are stable, morning cortisol helps the body prepare for absorption, and muscle-building hormones like IGF-1 begin to activate. If you miss this window, the effectiveness of muscle recovery significantly decreases, even if you eat the right foods at lunchtime. So, even if you just eat lightly, eat on time. These 3 principles aren't meant to turn you into a nutrition expert, but to empower you to take control of your own health. Think of them as 3 early morning checkpoints. Enough protein yet? The right kind yet? Eaten at the right time yet? Every morning before your coffee, ask yourself these 3 things. And if the answer is yes, smile, because you've just done something wonderful. You're not letting your body quietly lose strength, but actively rebuilding it from very small things. After age 60, no one wants to live in confusion thinking, am I gradually getting weaker? But if you've ever found yourself unable to get up from a low chair without using your hands, ever wobbled when bending down to pick up dropped items, or ever hesitated when stepping onto a staircase, then you're feeling a very real truth. Muscles don't maintain themselves forever if we don't nourish them every day. And luckily, you don't need a doctor beside you, you don't need a gym, you don't need a prescription, you just need the right breakfast, not the healthy eating everyone talks about, but right according to a proven biological formula, 30 grams of protein every morning, no less, a protein source rich in leucine, not just eating for the sake of eating. A time within 60 minutes of waking up, not just when you feel hungry. Just these 3 factors alone, but if done correctly, the muscle building process will be strongly reactivated, even after 65, 75, or even 85 years old. Breakfast then is no longer eating to be full, but a silent medicine that helps you regain strength. It helps your legs stand firm. It helps your back feel less tired when standing for a long time. It helps you put on pants without fear of wobbling. It helps you continue living actively and independently, just as you deserve. And if you happen to forget one day, just remember, your body is always ready to recover if you just start again the next morning. 1 egg, 1 container of yogurt, 1 scoop of protein shake, nothing complicated. That's not healthy eating in theory, but a small action with a big meaning. You are choosing to rebuild yourself. A protein-rich breakfast won't make you feel stronger by that afternoon, but after a few weeks, you might notice yourself standing up more easily. Grocery shopping is no longer a challenge. Squatting, standing up, reaching for things, tasks that seemed so normal, will return to you naturally. And if you're thinking, is it too late for me to start? Then a gentle reminder, strength doesn't look at age, but at what you do today. And if you've ever changed your breakfast, what differences are you seeing? Please tell everyone. Who knows, your choice might just help someone else regain their strength too.